Hey everybody, Grandmaster Ben Feingold here with the recaps today from round 3. This was the last game to finish, Alireza Firouzja versus Hikaru Nakamura. This was a lot of preparation from Firouzja. They played a Nimzo Indian. They played a very topical line in the Queen C2 Nimzo, which Hikaru has black in quite often, takes and B6. This is one of Hikaru's favorite lines for black. Alireza knew it was coming, Bishop A6. Here, Queen D7 is the most common move. Hikaru played H6 and Queen E7. And in this position, Firouzja played a move which may be new, Queen C2, with the idea of playing E4, protecting the E4 square, and then E5. Hikaru played C5, which is the best move. And here, Firouzja was just blitzing out the moves. E4, bishop takes F1, G5, otherwise E5 is too strong. Knight takes G5, bishop takes G5, and no thinking at all from Firouzja. After Knight C6, which was played relatively quickly by Nakamura, Queen C1 was played almost instantaneously. And now Naka thought for like 45 minutes and played rook takes D4, rook takes D4, knight takes D4, queen F4. This rook takes D4, queen F4 was played by Firouzja instantly. He's still in his preparation. And here had black had 3 moves to consider. Knight C2 check, queen D7, and king G7. Nakamura thought a while and ended up playing knight C2 check, one of the top moves. And again, Firouzja was still playing quickly. Still Firouzja's prep, if you can believe that. Queen check, queen takes check. And they get to this drawn ending where perhaps white is slightly better because he has a bishop versus a knight. And after bishop F4, Naka played the KG knight F6, cementing his knight on D5. Firouzja got his majority going a little bit quicker than Naka did, pushing the pawns on the king side. F3 to play G4, bishop G5 to play G4 ostensibly, C4. Both sides got their majorities going on both sides of the board. Rook D1, threatening G takes F5. The E-pawn is overworked. So Naka traded on G4, giving white 2 connected passed pawns. But there's very little material on the board. If we get to rook and knight versus rook, or rook and bishop versus rook, that's just a draw. So white has to make sure he doesn't lose his pawns. And here we thought Nakamura made a little mistake with rook G8 and king E8, allowing H6. And now you can't take the bishop because of H7 and the pawn queens. So he played rook F8. Firouzja thought a long time here. He could play rook H1, but he ended up trading rooks and playing bishop D8. And this is where you said Naka thought quite a long time before playing A4.
Yeah, he thought 10 minutes. He had maybe 15 or less.
Right.
So he thought almost all of his time.
Right. And he calculated almost to the end of the game. G5, king F7, H7, and this looks just treacherous for black because he's in just total zugzwang. He can't move his knight because of bishop F6 check. So C3, the only drawing move. And in this position, Firouzja thought over an hour. So this was the craziest time swing I've ever seen in a tournament game. After all the opening prep, Firouzja was up 1 hour and 15 minutes. And then at this point, Firouzja was down 15, 20 minutes in the game. A huge swing, but this position is a draw. Black is barely holding the draw by the skin of his teeth. Bishop G5, E5, the only drawing move. We can't move our knight away from F6 because of bishop F6 check. And now black's idea is just to play king H8, king G7 and just chill. And that's what he did. King E1, the idea is to move the king over here and try to win. The problem with playing king E2 is knight F4 check draws the game. We're going to take the pawn, and this position is actually winning for black. After king F3, B4, black gets to make a queen, and white doesn't. King D3 has the same problem. After king D3, we play knight F4 check. And again, knight takes pawn, king takes pawn is going to be a draw. So he played king E1, trying to win this way, and B4 is the only drawing move. Nakamura played quickly. A3, knight takes B4, the only drawing move. Black wants to play knight check, knight F4, and take this pawn. So king D2 was played. You can see after bishop takes, knight check, knight f4, knight takes g6, king takes h7 is going to be a draw. So he played king d2, knight d5 threatening knight e7, and knight f4, both winning both pawns. Bishop takes a3, stopping knight e7, but not stopping knight f4, and everything comes off. A really nice defensive effort from Nakamura from a pretty bad position with white having two connected passed pawns, but white was never winning. So the cap score of that game is going to be pretty good as well. Sort of an exciting day, even though it was 4 draws. Good winning chances for Firouzja, but great defense by Nakamura. Nakamura's first draw of the tournament. And Ding having a winning position, but not being able to win. And some correct draws in the other games. So pretty good day. 4 draws. Same standings as after round 2. Tomorrow's a rest day. You guys can rest on Monday. If you tune into all the chess channels like mine, there won't be any chess. They don't play on Monday. Round 4 is on Tuesday. This is Grandmaster Ben Feingold. I hope you like the recaps here on YouTube. And I'll see you guys live on Tuesday at my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GM Benjamin Feingold. Bye, everyone.
See you.
Pad, see you.